Hey friends, Ash here with gentsscents. Hope you're doing really well. It's time for another reaction video, and today I'm checking out your rarest fragrances. I asked in one of my previous videos for you guys to email me your rarest fragrances, and you did, and today I'm going to be sharing some of those with you out there. And if you guys would like to have your collection featured on a future video, shoot me an email, gentsscentsonline@gmail.com. Just put in the little title there, like fragrance collection, something like that, so I know what it is. And if you have something specific that you would like me to feature as far as a future reaction video, you can email that to me too. And I'll see if I can get that done in a future video. So we're talking fragrance pickups or scents of the day or your signature scent or something like that. If you want me to cover that, just let me know. All right, let's get into it. Let's check these out. We're gonna get things started off with Leon. Thanks for sending it to me, Leon. And actually, thanks for everybody that sent me an email. Really appreciate that. So what do we got here? Fahrenheit 32. This one, actually, I remember being at Sephora not all that long ago. I feel like maybe 3.5 years ago. My local Sephora still had this on sale. Nowadays, though, it is gone. And this one was a really different take on the Fahrenheit DNA. It featured vanilla pretty prominently in a much different way than you would expect. Like, you hear vanilla and Fahrenheit, maybe you start thinking Fahrenheit Le Parfum. No, Fahrenheit 32 is very different. And that is because this one featured orange blossom really prominently. So you had this white floral accord mixing in with the vanilla. Actually freshened it up a whole lot. You could use this one in high heat situations, which you normally wouldn't think of from Fahrenheit. Not that long ago, you could find Fahrenheit 32 pretty easily. Nowadays, not as easy. All right, next up we've got Sean and his fragrance, Barbados Rock Volume 1. Says that he bought this off eBay for about 80 bucks. Not his favorite from the house, but he cherishes it all the same. Yeah, 80 bucks, huh? You got a good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and look that up right now on eBay, just so I can see what these are going for. Okay, we have 14 results as of this video. $370 without box, $400 70% full, $750 rare and hard to find, $600 95% full, $300 with no box and no cap. You get the idea. You can buy one carded sample that doesn't even have a sprayer. It's just a stupid dab sample, which is the worst thing ever made, for 30 bucks. What a deal. Now, Rock Volume 1 is a fragrance that I do not own because I don't really feel comfortable paying that much money for a Barbados fragrance that isn't even one of their best ones, like you point out. This one came out in 2009. It was a limited edition fragrance. It was Volume 1, and Volume 2 never came. So I don't know if it was just Rock Volume 1 and that was the name and they were always gonna have just one, or it was like Rock Volume 1 and it's gonna do so well, we're gonna have Rock Volume 2 and Metal Volume 1 and so on and so forth, and it didn't happen. Still though, rare fragrance, yeah, super. Next up, we got Isaac. He sent his collection as well as his rare fragrances. We're gonna just check out the rare fragrances here, maybe the collection in a future video. Also says that the images are a little grainy, but it's okay. Thanks for sending it in at all. I appreciate that. So, this fragrance. This makes me depressed. Thank you for bringing this up. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's Carbone de Balmain, and this is a fragrance that used to be really affordable. And for the longest time, I had it in my cart. I'm talking a long time, okay? Seriously, probably the better part of a year. I was like, I'll buy that. I'm gonna buy it. And then I would add other things and I would not purchase that one for some stupid reason. And I kept pushing it off. And then one day it went out of stock and I was like, I'll still buy it when it comes back in stock. That never happened. So thank you for showing this as your rare fragrance, because this is one that I should have owned 25 times over and yet kept pushing off until you just couldn't find it. What drew me to the fragrance, and this is actually really good, I like how you have this set up, is the similarity in the bottle style to Encre Noir. So you've got Encre Noir right above it there. You can pretty easily see the similarities in the bottle shape, the cap, everything like that. And even the fragrance itself is a little bit like Encre Noir in the sense that it is a darker fragrance. And obviously with the name Carbon, you can tell that they were going for that. And I do not own it. But now that you have shown me this again and reminded me of my sadness, maybe I'll go ahead and pick it up. Seriously though, thank you for sending that in. Let's try to get things going quicker. I'm taking up too much time. Next up, we've got Jackson, 19-year-old from Wales. And he has Gucci Envy. Did not realize it was discontinued or rare until I featured it in a video. What? So, Gucci Envy. Yes, that is a rare fragrance. So it looks like this one is an aftershave, but you know what? It's still Gucci Envy. That's always gonna be a big thumbs up from me. I mean, it's Gucci Envy. It's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. And it's good that you now know that it's rare. Next up, Abdullah. Now, I really like your lamp. It's like it's T-posing on me. Your lamp is trying to show dominance to me. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. These are some really nice rare fragrances though. I like how you didn't just pick one, you threw them all there. You're trying to flex a little bit, but it's okay, I'll allow it. So you've got Midnight in Paris, you've got Vintage Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit Absolute, Fahrenheit 32 making another surprise appearance. You've got the Silver Stem Dior Homme, nice. Dominique Ropion, The Night from Frederic Malle, super expensive. Yeah, that Eau Sauvage, I have a bottle of that. Fraîcheur Cuir. So it's like a fresh leather, obviously, take on Eau Sauvage. That's pretty hard to find. M7 Fresh, Italian Cypress, Gucci Envy, and Leather Oud. Nothing to say negatively about all those. Every single one of those is worth owning. Every single one of those is sick. And when I say sick, I mean good. Next up, we've got Steven, and what? He's got some rare pickups here. House of Matriarch, 3 of them that he picked up for 90% off, $33 each at a Chicagoland Nordstrom rack. What? It's got Orca and Albatross that I can see in the photos. Just how do you even find a deal like that? Okay, so he says he found 3. I guess, so there were 3 overall and he bought those 2, I'm guessing, because he says he regrets not picking up Black/Blackbird, but he really didn't care for it. I would have gotten it, man. I would have, anything they had there that's marked off that heavily, I would have been like, yeah, I'll take that, and just scoop that all into my cart. Those are not the rare bottles though. Those are actually just great pickups, although those are kind of rare as well. But his rare bottles are these ones. So he's got, well, the one that jumps out to me is Rive Gauche Light. That is so hard to find nowadays. That is I'll buy it off you. If you don't want it anymore, I'll buy it off. I'll take it from you. Just shoot me an email. We can work out a deal. Then he's got Keton Napoli, Nikolai Pour-Homme, So Dang Good. And then, what's the other one here? Slatkin Absinthe, which is a fantastic cold weather licorice fragrance. Wow, those are, you know what? I'm jealous. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm jealous. Hit me up about that YSL. Up next, we got Ryan. Oh, what a fantastic photo. I love it. I really like the effect that's going on with that picture. It's top notch. The fragrance is okay too. Midnight in Paris, of course, used to be one of the best cheapies on the market. Nowadays, not so cheap. Lovely bottle too. Looks even better with my enormous, weird shaped head coming through it. Up next, we've got Bob from Bern, Switzerland. Shout out to you, Bob. Hope everything is going really well in Switzerland. The weather over there is nice. He has got a vintage 1970s Rodolphe de Ville cologne and aftershave, manufactured in Zug, Switzerland. Did I pronounce that correct? I feel like I didn't. Very little info is available about it online, but from the aroma and lack of details, seems like the brand did not do well. I would guess so, yeah. Some European collectors, however, will pay a premium for a vintage bottle. Saw one online for $60. His only cost him $5. It's a good deal. That is definitely an old school looking bottle. And one thing that I actually noticed about that is the text at the bottom where it says Cologne for Men. Is it just me, or does that look really similar to Calvin Klein text? Conspiracy theory, Rodolphe DeVille, secretly Calvin Klein. If that doesn't make any sense at all. Up next, we've got Harley, and oh, that is a rare one. Fuel for Men by Donna Karan, which, yeah, that's hard to find, and that bottle is crazy looking. That one is highly, highly sought after. I mean, doesn't it look like kind of an alien sort of thing, almost like an alien blaster or something. Yeah, that is rare. And that one, as he points out here, was brought back in a different bottle in 2008, and then that was discontinued again. I am familiar with the fragrance. He asked me if I am. I am, yes. And it is crazy expensive. I think that Varvatos, just straight up John Varvatos, is similar or supposed to be similar to this fragrance, but I can't tell you for sure. Let's go ahead and finish this one up with Dumitru, and he's from Moldova. And yes, I am familiar with Moldova. I actually went on vacation to Chisinau once. So he has got a fragrance called Kremlin. And this one was released in 1971 by a fragrance factory called Novaya Zarya in the USSR. It is an eau de cologne concentration and was priced at 3 rubles. Prices were always constant and set by the government for all goods produced in the USSR. Says it has a glass cap that does not click into place, no sprayer, screw cap, very generic smell, typical for colognes from that period of time. And that's pretty much it. That is really cool looking. That is definitely a collector's piece. I mean, even if it smells super generic, I mean, just don't wear it. But the look of it with that cylindrical box and then the bottle itself all looking, frankly, really cool. That kind of frosted glass look. That is a great collector's piece. No clue how much one of those would cost you. Like if you were able to find it on eBay or something, I mean. But that is super cool. So thank you for sharing it. And actually thank you everybody for sharing your rarest fragrances. There were some that I didn't get to go through here today. I'll try to do those in a future video. If you have a really rare fragrance that you're proud of and you want to share it with me so I can share it with people out there, shoot it to me in an email, gentsscentsonline@gmail.com. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Again, thank you everybody that sent me emails to be able to feature them here today. It means a lot. As always, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Thanks for your support. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.